A man must not just walk into things. A man mustn't just do things. A man must be very intentional on why and how and where he does the things that he does. Now I know that might sound like, oh, you're overreacting and all, but I'm really not, hey? I'm really not. You need, if you're going to be a man, okay? Even if you're a woman, but the point is if you're a man, you don't just walk into things. You don't just walk and do things. Like, especially in new environments, you need to get into the habit of literally waiting, looking around, scanning around the environment. Who are the people around? Where is the space at? Where am I going to go and why? Like, literally give yourself that little bit of a pause, a little bit of a, because you can't just walk and just do things. No, you need to have a reason why. Why and where you do the things that you do. That's very, very important. And I actually got this from professional football. You know, if you watch professional football players, professional soccer players, basically, right? The highest level guys, the guys at Real Madrid, Barcelona, Chelsea, the top level guys, every single thing they do is intentional. The way they position themselves for the ball is positional. The way they receive the ball on their left foot, right foot, whether they push it forward or backwards, whether they do a body feint, a step, whatever, a feint to the, all of it is intentional. Their positioning intentional. Defense is intentional. And that is why they're so successful. And they do it every single time, off the ball, on the ball. And that is such an underrated thing to do. Underrated thing to do. Like, and it takes you no time off your back. No, okay, fine, you might be comfortable or familiar in a place, but even still then, if there's new people or a lot of people there or whatever, take into that moment and pause. Like, walk with intentionality. Even when you walk on your face, like, I'm gonna just tell you, you should carry your face with respect, with dignity, with pride, with ego. This doesn't mean that you're pushing people or cursing at people. Quite the opposite. It means that, yeah, I'm that guy. Yeah, I am. I don't care if you're 6'5" or 5'2". It doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm that guy. Literally, And you should, and when you do that, it's such a weird thing with human biology. When you do that, right? And you essentially, prime your nervous system to be less nervous, because you're not just walking whatever. You thought about it. And by the simple act of thinking about it and being intentional about it, you know what it is. And I really mean this with everything, with literally everything. Like, literally give yourself a little bit of a pause, a little bit of a hiccup, just to look, know where the space is, know where the people is. This doesn't make you alpha, sigma, whatever, but it does make you less susceptible. Because even when you walk, you carry yourself like, I'm aware of what I'm doing. I know where I'm going. I know what's going on. Like, literally carry yourself with that way. Carry yourself like, yeah, I'm the shit, low key. Yeah, I'm him. And it's a very important part of growing up and being a man. Now, you don't need to take this to the extreme, but so that you have this in your back pocket, carry yourself with intentionality is basically what I'm saying. Be intentional. Think about what you're doing. Think about what you're about to do. Think, even with your friendships, with your relationships, with anybody, business, friendships, romantic relationships, I don't care what. Why are you keeping this person in your life? What do they bring to your life? What do they do for you in your life? Why are you keeping this person in your life? How do they treat you? How do they behave around you? Why? All these different things. Why are you there? Be honest. That's also a big part of being a man as well. Being honest. Are you lonely? Are you desperate? Are you sad? What's going on? And then ask yourself, what do I want to keep this in my life? What's going on? So, there's just some things to chew on. So a practical example of this, of how you can apply what I'm saying here, is that when you're in a space, even when you go to school, when you go to work, I don't care if you've been there before, I don't care. Even if you're going to the mall, at a store, like literally take a pause. Get to a place next to a wall and pause just for a little bit, or even pause as you're walking, or just slow down your walking just a little bit and just observe. Pay attention to the people here. How many people are here? How old are they? What's the environment here like? And then assess for yourself is basically what I'm saying. And then carry on moving. Okay, oh, that's Sally from accounting. Oh, that's John from wherever. It's fine. And then you keep on walking. By that simple thing of walking and just being aware of your surrounding area, just cultivating that habit will save you from so many stupid situations. And not even just that, it will also help you get into so many good situations. So many guys, so many young men are just doing things. They're just going to places. They're just walking around. They're just keeping people there. They're not intentional on why. Why am I going to go to this party? Why am I going to spend time with these people? Who are these people? Who are, like, all these different questions. Think about them. Am I lonely? Am I desperate? What's going on? And then you get to make a decision after that. You'll be like, oh, actually, no, these guys, I do running with them. I go to a running club with them. Like, you don't have to overthink it that hard, but like at least know the reason why. Because you'd be surprised. Maybe you might be like, oh, maybe something else. And then ask yourself, whatever the decision is this a good decision for me to do? Is this something that gets me better? Is this something that reflects my values? Is this something of a man who I want to be? These are just some of the parts of being a man, to be very honest with you. It's just a huge part of it.